Good day and welcome to another episode of the Couch Coach. I can't believe it's episode 36 already. Time sure does fly when you're having fun. In studio tonight, we welcome Malomed's Wonder Woman, Super Granny, Salama Josephs, and then her grandson Mukhtar Ludick. Muktar is apparently a sportsman of note here. Let's start at the beginning. Yeah, I believe you've got some accolades from primary school already.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
2 years ago, I went to I ran for my district, for Metro Central District Athletics, and I came, I think it was 8th or 7th out of 9 or 10 athletes that ran, but all of them were faster than me. And then last year, I got a Sportsman of the Year for Ryland Primary School.
Ah, awesome. And you, which high school are you at now?
Darul Islam.
Darul Islam. And you are also a soccer player.
Yes.
And who do you play for? What position do you play? And how long have you been playing?
I play for Oriental Gunners. I've been playing for
It's about 7 years.
yes, 7.
Okay.
And I can play on the right wing or in your central attacking midfielder.
Okay. Like scoring goals, then I take it.
Yes.
Salma, so this is tour coming up, I believe, and it's taking kids to Dubai and to the UK.
That's right.
Can you tell us a bit about this tour?
Okay, so they had some trials last year. I think it was about in August, and kids were selected from these trials to represent.
This is a SAFA sanction.
It's a SAFA sanction. It's being hosted by the Western Cape Education Department. So they, in conjunction with each other, taking the kids, school kids under 14 to these tournaments, and the tournament plays off in Dubai, and then they fly to the UK and play in Manchester City. And obviously with that it comes with a price.
For sure.
Like anything else.
Like anything else. So there was a bit of a smile there when I saw when your granny mentioned Manchester City. There's a smile again. I take it that's the team.
Yes.
Yes.
And the tour, what sort of things on the actual tour itself is it that you are looking forward to?
Being in Manchester, like where my team plays, and like I don't want to be on Old Trafford, but I have to be there.
Manchester City fan.
Big time, I see.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, that tour also takes you to Anfield.
Don't go there, Basil.
Okay, let's backpedal. So you're going to Dubai first, right?
That's right.
And then you are playing in a tournament there as well?
Yes.
That's
Who
right.
will you be representing playing over there? Is it just a Western Cape Schools District team?
A SAFA tournament.
SAFA tournament.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's a SAFA tournament. It's hosted in Dubai. You're going to be playing. I'm assuming it will be the World Cup Stadium. And then from there, how many days are you spending there?
7.
7 days. 7
7
days
days
in
in-
Dubai. Then they fly to Manchester,
Mhm.
and they play the tournament immediately in Manchester City, and then they have some excursions, as you said. Anfield is one of them, and Old Trafford. But ultimately, I think and I'm sure for all the youngsters that's going there, it's an opportunity of a
Of a
lifetime.
lifetime. No, for sure.
And like I said earlier, it comes with a price, and unfortunately we are given only a certain amount of time for us to collect an amount that is due for the tour to happen.
So firstly, how much does this tour cost?
48,000.
Wow.
So 48,000 speaks big,
Yeah.
But it
And
ultimately
sorry, the tour itself, over the two countries, how long is it for?
It's 7 days, so there'll be 7 days in Dubai. In Dubai, they're going to have some 3 days before they actually do the tournament. And then in Manchester City, they arrive there, they play the game, and then they go on some excursions.
Okay.
So
and how many days in
both
Manchester?
is 7 days, and then they
Okay,
fly
so
back to Dubai, and then from Dubai back to Cape Town.
Okay.
So that
they're
would be,
gone about 14 days.
yeah, 14
Okay.
days. So they leave on the 1st of April and return on the 14th of April
Okay.
or 15th of
14th
April.
of April.
Yeah. So giving us, if you look at it, we're about 2 months away,
Yeah.
which is a very short time. We have started some fundraising.
So what
in
sort
the
of
form-
things have you been doing there?
in the form of having a grill day, which we had on Saturday, and we've had great support from neighbours, family, friends that
Awesome,
supported us.
awesome.
The Saturday coming up now, the 15th, we'll be having a karaoke at the Kelly Sports grounds in Noel Avenue, which is in the athlone industry. And then in March, we're also planning another grill day, as well as another karaoke. Together with that, we have some donation lists going around, and also some sponsorship requirements from companies which we haven't had an answer yet, but hopefully
Yeah,
they'll
for
come
sure,
back to us
hopefully.
and say, every penny counts. Whether it's a 20 rand somebody's donating,
Yeah.
if we can say, alhamdulillah, it's a 20 rand, it's giving us something to work towards.
If anybody wants to get involved and offer sponsorship or donations, how can they get in touch with
They
you?
can contact myself, which is Salama Joseph, on the number 060
It's coming up on screen. 060.
771 7507.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know the phone number.
Or Mom
Or the
Nurjahan,
mother.
which is also coming up on screen here.
Yeah, the contact number.
So in terms of the fundraisers that you've had thus far, I believe also some kids started fundraising.
Way back in September, because they got notification quite sooner than us. Not sure with the backlash came, where our notification was only made to us in January. I think there was 3 or 4 kids that was only notified in January. So they already started in September, where they got notification, so they had the opportunity to already start collecting funds.
Okay.
Ours is very tight knit for us, and so for us we pressurized in raising
In
as
raising
much
funds.
as we can before the departure on the 1st. So we have a deadline where the funds has to be in, and I'm sure that is by about the 15th of March,
Oh.
when all funds has to be in.
Guess we've got about a month of hustle.
Of hustle.
Of
Month,
hustle.
yeah.
So we are running out of time, yes. But one thing I like doing with the kids that come onto the show is asking them 2 questions. And the first one I'd like to ask you, Muktar, is what has sport taught you?
Responsibility, to be on time for the match, teamwork, play as a team and not just play
For yourself.
for yourself and be selfish. And
No, that's 2 very good reasons there. The other thing, and it's a little bit more difficult, but I think it's a big theme that we have on the show, and that is about the fact that from our poorer communities, especially the impoverished communities, we tend to celebrate the gangs and the violence a lot more, and we don't hear about kids with talent such as this often enough, or celebrate that enough. So to get a message from these up and coming stars, and I believe you want to play for Liverpool, is it? Okay, I guess not. But a message that you have for anybody that's watching out there.
you have a choice. Don't have to go with the gangsterism. There is other things you could do besides gangsterism and doing drugs.
Awesome message. I want to thank you both for coming on and sharing your story, and please keep in touch. Let us know how it went. Send us pics. We'd love to see, we'd love to share. To the viewers out there, again and again, and I'm saying it again, but the fact that we tend to celebrate the gang violence, the drug abuse, all the negative stories that's coming out of our communities, we don't often hear, or we hear often enough about all the great things that are coming out from the communities. It is sad that the families have to hustle the way that they do to make sure that these kids get these opportunities. So if you are by the means, any means. As Auntie Salma said, whether it is a 20 rand, whether it is a 20,000 rand,
Alhamdulillah.
every little bit helps, and let's give our children, and not just Muktar, let's give our children opportunities to get out there, learn the skills, because it's not just the skills in the sport that they are learning. There's so many different life lessons that gets learned on a sports field, on a playing field. Thank you so much for watching. We're taking a short break, and when we come back, we've got some old guests back in studio.